Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had that homie that says gracias a ti, tu Selly, smash that subscribe button. Go and have him smash it right now. Let me give a special shout out to Aztec Trojan's dad. Happy birthday on behalf of all us Warriors. Now, on to the patrons. MCC Placa, Ricardo, Mel Adjusted, Bankroll Suave, Mickey Bats, Carmine the Pitbull, American Mestizo, Lori, 559CO, Ruben, Cornbread Killer, Herbuma AZ, CJ Zavalza, EOP Whisper, Fuck Your 602s, Las Vegas Flights Live, Gavino, Give Me Two Good Coughs, Priya These Nuts, Lockdown 5, Crystal Bond, La Reina, Hernan, Don't Trip, Winston, Tony, the Mexican Snowman, Breathing Underwater, El Skid, Hobie Cat, Lead With Love, Armando, Abuelita's Journey, Abuelita's Irma, Elbert 12, AI Vega, Theo the Little Drummer Boy, Esquiel, Big Bad 48, JT, Nova, Linda, the Retired CO, Michigan Wolverines, Mikey 559, the homie Maria, Chevelle 66, Gigi, and Daus Herrero. If you still have not signed up for that Patreon, you're definitely missing out. Don't believe me? Go check out that link in the description below. This episode right here, man, chemical agents. Chemical agents. What the hell is that, Hector? What is it and what is it not? Okay, cool. Your boy knows a thing or two about chemical agents. Pepper spray, gas, all the stuff you see on TV, you see in riots, you see in Brazil, they be doing all kinds of poof, poof. France, right? Protests, United States. Let's start with my experience with gas in the Army. CS gas. There's a word for CS, man. Chlorobenzylmanotriol. That's the chemical name for it. Short form CS. Cry sooner. We pissed off our drill sergeants in Fort Benning, Georgia, the day before our chemical agents training. We didn't know we were going to go through that. Like, how did we piss them off? You know, moving slower than usual. Probably some idiot talking back, asking dumb fucking questions. So the morning of, we knew something was awry when breakfast, they let us eat whatever we want. That was abnormal. Okay, we were not eating whatever we wanted. We were just drinking water and I think milk. But they're like, oh, you want orange juice? Have at it. We should have known something was wrong. It was a ploy. It was a sick plan from the drill sergeants. This was 2002, July-ish. Back when men were men and women were women. It's a different time frame back then. So, they're like, eat it up. Oh, you want pound cake? Fuck, they never offered us cake before. There we are, like fucking idiots, stuffing our little faces the morning of the chemical agents training. They wanted us to have a full belly so we could just throw it all up, which everybody did. The gas chamber was a concrete cinder block house, empty in the middle. You line up with your gas mask on, thinking a MOP 4, chemical agent suits. Oh my goodness. They were letting us in probably 12 at a time, like 10 to 15 at a time, lining up against a wall. You walk in. I have my gas mask on. You initially have your gas mask on. There's a table in the middle of the room with drill sergeants, and they're with their gas mask, and they are literally burning with a little hot burner, like a burner that you cook like freaking chili beans on out when you're camping. CS gas, like the actual tablets, the actual freaking chemical, stirring it. Oof, dude, like I told you, we pissed off our drill sergeants the day before. All of a sudden, your arms start burning, your neck starts burning because you're still wearing your gas mask. You're not breathing it in yet. You can smell a little something different, but the power has not hit you yet. Oh my goodness, man. And I was seeing these little crystals in the air. It hadn't gotten bad yet, right? But it's eerie and there's smoke. Oh no. Oh no. We pissed off our drill sergeants, right? This is a fucking true story. All my stories are true. The next things that happen in procedures, you're supposed to take off your gas mask and endure that shit. And you're supposed to attempt to recite your social security number and some kind of infantry slaying or some shit. Didn't happen. Absolutely didn't happen. Your boy took off that thing, took one deep breath, and that was a wrap, man. Listen, CS gas. What does CS gas do? It induces panicking. It induces panicking, okay? Literally. And it fucking hurts. It feels like your lungs are on fire with ice picks stabbing it with shards of glass just ripping it apart. Like, oh my God, I couldn't breathe, right? Like, nobody could breathe. Every oh no, this is CS gas in a concrete building, no windows, only one way out that the drill sergeants are blocking. And if you attempt to run, they're gonna slam your ass to the ground. They're gonna hurt you bad. Not to mention there was a tree right outside the door that people would run out and run into the tree, hit themselves, knock themselves on the floor, and the drill sergeants would drag their ass back in. I kid you not, we were in there for 5 minutes. You're probably asking, no way, no how. This was July 2002, Alpha 254, Hell's Kitchen. Oh, yeah, 3rd Platoon. Oh, no. Oh, my God. It hurts. It hurts. You can't breathe. Imagine, well, Hector, how can you replicate it? Well, don't replicate it, but imagine drinking boiling water, putting on the heater in a car, putting a fucking trash bag over your head. That's how bad it fucking sucks, right? You got mocos, boogers coming out from your nose to your feet, like just one long strand. You got motherfuckers throwing up. It was awful. Oh no. And that's what you guys use in the prison, Hector? Yeah. But before that, let me tell you. So right after the Army chemical agent training, I had to go take a leak. Right? Your boy was all fucking confused, discombobulated. Look, he just got his ass kicked. Well, I go take a leak. I screwed up, man. I touched my you know what with my hands. My hands had just been exposed to chemical agents. Now that starts burning. And it's like, oh, fuck. Fast forward to the prison system. You guys use CS gas in the prison system. Now we do. Now we do. This changed 4 years ago. CS gas only used to be reserved for the crisis response team, CRT. Only. The only people that could use CS gas was CRT. Now, it's on the line. It's on the line. Every officer could use CS gas. Imagine that. What I just told you is exposed, which is great because it started at Calapat and Salinas Valley State Prison pilot programs. Two extremely violent prisons. Excellent. Well, what did you guys have before that, Hector? Before CS gas? And did you have to go through that shit at the academy? Yes. Yeah. At the academy, you get exposed to OC spray, pepper spray, the same shit right here. I don't know why, but if you ever try to attack me while I'm in my home base, you're going to lose. You're going to lose every which way. I'm telling you, man. And even if you win, you're still going to lose. uh, what, what do you have in your hand, Hector? Little SD card. Anyhow, motherfucker, not all there, everywhere. This is OC spray, pepper spray. This shit says 5.3, contains 2% oleoresin capsicum, 5.3 million Scoville units. Okay. Oh my goodness. So the Scoville unit thingy chart is like how they base the jalapeno peppers, the habanero, the scorpion, the beluga gila pepper, the hell, all that shit, right? It says it has ultraviolet dye. You spray this shit in your eyeballs, it's gonna hurt. Now, Hector, what the hell does OC pepper spray feel like? Like ice picks in your eyes. right? Damn, Hector, this shit's some fucking violent ass shit. Yeah, I thought it'd be a good topic. Chemical agents. And I happen. So, in the order of sequence at the academy, how they introduced you to chemical agents. Listen up, you little baristas. It's gonna suck. CN gas. I don't even know if they still train with CN gas. That's a good question. If you're at the academy, let me know if they introduce CN gas. That shit just feels like it's burning you. Okay, like if somebody got jalapenos and just rubbed it, or habaneros and just rubbed it all over your arms and your neck and your face. It just feels like it's burning you. You could breathe, your eyes are burning, but you can see they're just blinking. Okay, it just creates an uncomfortable situation. I told you the CS gas feels like you're freaking dying, losing your damn mind. CN gas just burns you. I didn't feel it to be that bad. Now, since I had experienced what I experienced in the Army, I held my breath during the CN Academy, and they introduced CS gas at the Correctional Officer Academy, and I held my breath there. I pretended I was breathing. I was not, man. I was never going to breathe that shit in again. Now, what about this? All right, the way they do it at the academy could vary. If you look on YouTube, they'll line you up and they'll go like this with your eyes, or they'll put the riot shield up to your nose and they'll spray the shield and the backdrop will get in your eyeball. Now, how did that feel, Hector? I did not like it. That fucking hurt so bad. Your eyes shut automatically. It fucking burns and it hurts. And it's that good shit, too. It's the state of California Department of Corrections does not fuck around. They have the top of the line chemical agents. That shit hurts. You can flush it out with water, it's still gonna hurt. You go take a shower, it's gonna reactivate everything. It's gonna fucking hurt. It hurts. Let me tell you, it's not fun. So now that I got the training out of the way, my introduction, now you know how it feels. CS gas, cry sooner, induces panic, fucking feels like it's taking your oxygen away. You can't breathe. You're it's all bad. CN gas, cry now. I think they took it. I think it's off the line completely in the prison when that's all we used to have. That shit just burns your skin. Now OC spray fucking blinds you and burns your skin. Deployment. All right. Not this would be considered a MK4 size. MK4. The counselors use these. I was a lieutenant. Sometimes I would use this, but then sometimes I would use this. I went for a while without having any gear on me till I saw that these young officers were not going to protect me because they were not protecting themselves. Then I went full blown MK9, my keys, radio, and a baton as a lieutenant. Why? Because Donovan's off the hook and you need that as a lieutenant. Fuck, you need it as a captain. The MK9 is the one that looks like I do. Well, I don't. It looks like a Kirkland water bottle, a little bit bigger, like a Gatorade bottle with the thumb thingy. Now, there's minimum and maximum effective ranges. On the canister of the MK9, it says, might even say it on this one. It says, well, it doesn't say it on this one. But on the MK9, it says, recommended manufacturer distance. Like, don't shoot closer than 1 foot. Don't deploy closer than 1 foot because the pressure is gonna blow the inmate's eye out or the bad guy. Now that's a recommended manufacturer. That's not policy, which a lot of these fucking idiots, your plumbers, your OTs, your that never been COs, motherfuckers that were COs and just lost their damn minds and were lames and promoted up the ranks, they will try to get you in trouble for not deploying it within the right range. But it's like, hey, man, that is not policy. That is a manufacturer recommendation. So what are we doing here, Cap? You tell me, what are we doing here? Oh, you're going to talk to me like that, huh, Bravo? Here's another write-up. Good. Let me wipe my ass with it, culero, puto. Lames. Anyhow, deployment of chemical agents. You also have the Super Soaker MK46. Motherfucker has a nozzle. You use those in the riots. Come to find out, Pelican Bay has those in the control booth. You can shoot that from the control booth onto the day room and nail somebody. Never seen it before. Centinela, to my understanding, didn't have that. Donovan sure the fuck didn't have that. That's an MK46. Now, Hector, what about if an inmate's in a cell extraction and you want to introduce not CS because you're going to kill him, not CN because it's off the line, but you want to introduce some OC spray into, well, they have these things called, what are they called? Cell busters. Cell buster comes in a little MK9 with a little nozzle. It looks like if you have a pest control guy in your backyard and he's getting rid of the cucarachas and the rats. The fuck? I just named half the YouTube fucking channels. Couldn't help myself. Couldn't help myself, right? Cucarachas and the rats. Anyhow, but you put the motherfucker under the cell door through the side, right? Because the inmate's now barricaded. He's yelling, "Come in here and get me, motherfuckers. You're going to have to get me." We're out there like, "Oh, don't worry. We're going to get you," right? Because we never lose. Again, we never lose. Even if we lose, we win. Ultimately, we're going to win at the end of the day, right? Green. I'm not boost. I'm just. Ultimately, we're gonna win, right? We're gonna chalk up the W, no matter how many COs come out with a black eye. You put the motherfucking nozzle, South Buster, you hear him, or the BRD, burial removal device. You open up the food port, and I've talked about this before in another video. You open up the food ports, this big ass fucking steel, metal steel device, and you fucking put it through the food port. You push back the mattress. The inmate's boarded up. He wants to fight the whole world. He's lathered up the floor with baby oil. He used the sheets to tie webs. I mean, this guy's with the business. Boom. Well, you can hook it up to the OC spray and just spray it through that burial removal device. Fast forward to Donovan. The inmates complain that when they seen that thing come through, it reminded them of when they were sexually assaulted as youngsters by their dad. So you guys need to stop using it. Well, we had to stop using it. It's fucked up, huh? That's the way it goes. Talked about that, and that. Let's talk about, you guys ever have accidents, accidental discharges or negligent discharges of chemical agents? All the freaking time. Maybe as a CO, you never heard of this. Or maybe as an inmate, you never knew this. Happens all the fucking time in the office. Because it has a trigger. Not like this. There's certain things. There's like a little pin. The majority of the pins are out. You sit down on a chair like this. Psst, motherfucker sprays the whole office. Sprays your partner in the face. Well, guess what? That's an incident. That's an incident packet for your lieutenant. You just discharged chemical agents. Any use of force is a reportable incident. Now you got to write down Officer Jones, fucking negligently sat down, sprayed everybody, decontaminated. Are you going to get in trouble? Probably not. Not trouble. It's just fucking dumb. I'm going to wind it down with these stories. It's a long video, but it's a good chemical agent video. Training. Crisis response team training with chemical agents. All right. CRT always does the most. They be doing the most. You train better, you train harder, faster. It's like a SWAT team for the prison. We will go nuts with that shit. The CS gas. We will go fucking nuts with it. Because you can fight through it if your adrenaline's up. Anybody that's been in massive riots, which has not happened in the last 10 years. Hector, that's bullshit. I was in one. I know, but it's just the last of a dying breed, man. Anybody that's been in a massive riot knows that you could fight through it, right? You look around, different partners are doing different things. You really put your mind to it. The inmates are fighting fucking through it. We do different drills with the chemical agents, with CS. We got to ensure that we're able to fucking fight and do our job, right? Hostage rescue. I'm not going to give up game, but we ain't training to sit around and fucking with our thumb up our ass. We're training for worst case scenario. And worst case scenario just might involve guns, hostages, and chemical agents. God damn, Hector, you just gave up the fucking plan. Oh, there's more tricks in the bag. There's more, yeah, there's more tricks in the bag. Don't you think you're going to get away with doing something horrific, right? Not going to happen. I single handedly probably just stopped the fucking incident from happening right now. Motherfuckers probably getting ballsy thinking, oh, look, they're worried about foosball and in basketball games. No, motherfuckers, there's our plans in place to stop the chaos and violence with violence. I mean, technically, the only way to stop violence is with violence. Extreme, overwhelming violence. Damn, Hector, you're a fucking asshole. I know. Anyhow, there have been times at the range when we use so much CS gas, halfway fooling around, halfway training, that it clouds went up in the air and over the prison and contaminated everybody. That's happened. Motherfuckers thought that they were getting nuclear warfare against. I don't know if I can say that on here. There was another time it went this way. It went up and towards Echo Yard. And I'm talking about we were throwing one CS grenade will do enough. We probably threw like 10 or 20 of them. You can just imagine. All the maintenance guys, they all went home sick, workman's comp, saying that their skin was burning, that they suffered 3rd, 4th degree burns, kind of putting a 10 on it. They all went out. They got in their golf carts, they drove home, they called the prison and said, you guys attacked us. It was weird. But yeah, that's chemical agents. Let me know if I left anything out, which I did. There's too much to cover. And what else would not to know in the comments. The message for today, right? Message for today. I covered a couple things. I covered that we pissed off our drill sergeants the day before we got exposed to chemical agents. That was a fucking day from hell. That was the one. Be careful who you piss off. Number 2, I should probably take my own advice. Number 2, I talked about that there are plans in place. Oh, yeah, there's always going to be plans in place, right? There's always going to be plans in place. So you should have plans. Because if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. With that, keep pushing forward.